Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I wanted to make a Black Ops 4 Zombies video where I talk about 10 features that I want to see in Black Ops 4 Zombies that I really think just need to be a part of the game. So these are just features that can be in the menu, that can be in the actual game itself, that could be in certain maps, that can be wherever I want it to be. Just features that I think don't really necessarily need to be in Zombies, but would really benefit the game mode and make it a lot more replayable for me personally, and overall for the overall community as well. So first things first, I have a feature where you can save a game and go back to it and play it again later. So I've wanted this for so long, and I'll kind of go into depth about what I mean by this. So when I mean a save game feature, meaning you can be in the middle of a game, press start and go to save game instead of like saving it, like, you know, you save and exit instead of just exiting the game and boom, it's done. You can save and exit, and you can shut off your Xbox so you can play another game. You can even play another game of Zombies and it'll stay in that save file, and you can go back to it and play it whenever you want and continue exactly where you left off. Now I'm assuming obviously this wouldn't work in public matches, this would only be like a custom games feature, but it would make going for high rounds so much more enjoyable. And you could even do it for multiple players as well. You know, if you get all the players back in the lobby, then you'd start it back up and you'll continue where you left off. This would be so useful for people who want to go for high rounds but don't want to leave their console on overnight, or they maybe want to play another game, or they maybe want to play another game of Zombies. Maybe their friends are on and they want to play with their friends, but they're in the middle of a solo high round attempt. Maybe you want to, then you can pause it, save the game, and go back to it and play it again later, because I want to go for high rounds, I really do, but I don't feel the need to do it. I don't think I've ever gone past around like 60 because I just don't want to. You know, I could easily get to around 100. As you're seeing here, I'm around 42 right now. In this game, I could have gotten to around 100 easy peasy, but I just don't have the time nor the want to sit there for hours upon hours trying to do that. But if they had this as a feature, I can pause the game and I can go back and play one round a day. I can go back and be like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna play round 57 tomorrow, and then I'll pause the game and save it after that round, and I'll go play 58 the next day, and so on and so forth. Because every round takes a decent amount of time once you get to the really high rounds in Zombies, and it wouldn't be a problem because it wouldn't make going for high rounds easier. It would just make it so it's more about skill rather than about whoever has more time to waste on their hands. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this feature, and I feel like it would make Zombies just so much more fun, and it would make it so much more enjoyable for anybody, really, because high rounds would actually be an accomplishment. In my opinion, I don't think it's an accomplishment. I think high rounds are pretty damn easy. They're just not enjoyable to be in those high rounds and just run around in circles for hours upon hours. But if you do one round a day, it would actually be kind of fun. I'm just not, you know, that much of wanting to go to high rounds to the point where I'm going to leave my console on and limit myself from playing any other game by doing this. So next up is a simple feature that I just don't understand why it wasn't in Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare or World War II. It's just a restart game button. It's such a simple feature to add, but I really don't understand why they haven't had it since Black Ops 1, I think it was. Maybe they had it in Black Ops 2, but I don't remember. But anyways, it's such a simple feature that really helps out when maybe you fail an Easter egg and you don't want to kill yourself and restart, but you're like, because you don't want to, go back through the killer time screens between maps, which is just the most obnoxious time ever. So I just don't know why this isn't a feature, and I really wonder. I think they just forget to add it in, honestly, because there's no way they sit down on the table and they say, should we add a restart game button? And then they're like, some guys like, yeah, no, we shouldn't add it, fuck them. Like, is that what they think? Unless it's actually like not easy to add in, maybe something to do with the loading in, but you're already loaded into the game, so I don't understand why it wouldn't let you. I don't know. On next generation consoles it should work, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Next up is also a pretty simple feature, which a lot of games have actually had. It's an ability to pause the game on multiplayer. So, or if you're playing with more than one person. So basically all that has to happen is you press start and your friend press start. If you both press start at the same time, boom, it pauses the game. So your friend can go to the bathroom, or your friend can, you can look at an Easter egg video while you're in the middle of a map. This makes life so much easier because you don't just get to sit there like training around a zombie for 5 rounds. I mean, I kid you not. I once had my friend left me for an hour and a half, and we were in the middle of an Easter egg. He had to go pick up his sister, and he ended up being gone for an hour and a half, and I sat there training a zombie for an hour and a freaking half. If this was a feature, I could just pause the game, and I can just go make a goddamn sandwich, take a shit, jerk off, I don't know, I could do something else. But I couldn't do that because I was sitting there training around a zombie for a solid, long-ass time, and it was just killing me. And if you add in the feature from number 1, it makes it even easier, so I really would like that to be a thing. Next up, we have upgradable perks. I really want upgradable perks. This is something I've wanted for so long, and I've had the idea. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, you bring your perk to the Pack-a-Punch or something. It doesn't have to do anything with the Pack-a-Punch. But I mean, when I say upgradable, I mean upgradable in-game, not like an outside upgrade thing, not like a weapon kit where you can like upgrade your perk and when you come in the map, you know, your perks are already upgraded. I mean something you do in-game, because I do want more features to have to do with in-game rather than unlocking weapon kits and attachments and stuff like that, and you know, stuff with gobblegums. I like completing challenges and unlocking things in a single game, and I've come up with the idea of when you purchase a perk, you are able to upgrade it by completing a challenge, whether it be, you know, the challenge has to do with the perk in some way. It has something to do with the perk that you have. Like, for example, Juggernaut would be get 50 kills, or no, get 100 zombie kills without being hit once. So basically not getting hit by a single zombie and getting 100 kills beforehand. And you get the ability to go back to the perk and buy it for double the price, and boom, it's upgraded. You know, maybe you get an extra hit or whatever it may be, and every perk obviously has a challenge tailored to the perk itself. It would just give you an extra thing to do in the map that doesn't require, that's not part of the Easter egg. You know, it just gives you an extra thing to do that actually gives you a reward that's actually, you know, beneficial to your person, and I think that's something the zombie needs. It just needs more things to do, and so obviously that is a feature that would be necessary for that. The next feature that I really want in Black Ops 4 Zombies would be a double Pack-a-Punch system similar to Infinite Warfare Zombies, rather than the system that we have within World War II, as well as the system within Black Ops 3. So I personally did not like the double pack system in Black Ops 3 because it made your guns, it made every gun in the game overpowered. It really did, and that is why high rounds is so easy in Black Ops 3, because all you need is a dead wire gun that's on the wall, so you can just keep buying in more ammo, and you're gonna go to infinite rounds, man. It's not that hard to do it, because like I said before, the only reason why people don't do it is because they don't have the time, but it's so easy to do it. But I feel like a satisfying double pack system that has been implemented already in Zombies is Infinite Warfare. You have to do some challenge, some type of quest to unlock the double packet system, you know, unlock the feature of it instead of just letting you do it automatically, and it maybe costs double the price of a normal Pack-a-Punch, so 10,000, and it makes your gun even more powerful, double the power that it gave you from its original Pack-a-Punch, without making it, you know, some type of ability that's the same on every gun. You know, obviously there's 5 different abilities, but you get the idea. You can still get the same ability on every gun. Make the guns unique, make them feel unique, make their double pack feel unique, kind of like IW did. And World War II doesn't even really have double pack, it just allows you to buy more ammo, so I don't want that either. I want IW system, please. Next up, we have survival maps slash Easter egg maps sort of combined into... I'll explain this. So this is a feature that they already kind of confirmed that is going to be in it, but I just wanted to clarify as to how I want this to play. So this is the zombie rush mode. They haven't really talked much about it, but what I mean by this is an ability to play every single map in a complex sort of way, while also being able to play another mode that takes away all the complexity and just makes it a simple map like a Black Ops 1 or World at War style Zombies map, by taking away all the confusing stuff and just giving you perks, giving you Pack-a-Punch like unlocked without having to do some quests to get it, and you just have to buy it. You just get enough points to buy it, and you can buy doors and whatever it may be. And the reason why I want this is because I'm both type of player. There's obviously the complex Easter egg players, and there's also just the fun survival players that just want to play the game and enjoy it. And then you got the people who want to do all these Easter eggs and stuff like that. I'm both. Sometimes I want to do Easter eggs, sometimes I just want to sit back, relax, and kill some zombies. That's why I like how they're adding survival maps into World War II, and they didn't really do it in Black Ops 3, but I was hoping they would. And it's why I think I like Black Ops 2 Zombies so much, because they had a lot of survival maps like Nuketown, they had Town, they had Farm, they had a lot of those types of survival maps. But instead of making separate survival maps, all I have to do is what they're doing here with Zombies Rush. I just don't know what extent Zombies Rush is going to be, but all they have to do is just take each map and just make 2 different versions of it. You know, one version obviously it's the same layout, same whatever, but one version just has an Easter egg, makes you do Easter egg quests, makes you do everything to unlock certain things. But this one, just, you know, the Zombies Rush, you put the wonder weapon in the box, you just put the pack-a-punch out, open, unlocked already, and you just change up the locations of the map, you change up where everything is, and you make things more accessible for the people who just don't feel like doing a bunch of Easter egg quests, and it's perfect. Next up, we have a feature that I just wanted so much throughout Zombies, but it just hasn't been a thing. It is replayable Easter egg songs. And it's so easy to add. All you gotta let us do is be able to click each and every one of those teddy bears a second time and just let us replay the song, and then even play it a 3rd time or a 4th time, because this Easter egg songs are so amazing. There's so many amazing ones throughout Treyarch Zombies history, and I just want to replay them. But we can't, because you only can do it once per game, and it really stinks that that's the case. I thought IW Zombies did a good job at just keeping music playing throughout the map for Spaceland, Challenge Shuffle, and Raid of the Redwoods. Of course, it wasn't an original song. It was, you know, actual songs they took from, you know, other people. They obviously got the permission, but you get the idea. They're not original songs created by them. But it still is just really, really, really awesome to listen to music while you're killing zombies. It gets kind of boring on some of the older maps where there's just like no music and you're just sitting there just doing nothing. But I like how the newer maps have been adding soundtracks in and such that kind of give you a feel of intensity and enjoyment, and being able to replay songs would just add on to that. Next up, we have multiple side quests that are not part of the main Easter egg. So this isn't really like a kind of a separate feature, but this is like a overarching idea that I think needs to be implemented in every single Zombies map, or at least every single Easter egg map. Not all the maps, you know, survival maps don't really need this, but a good example is Origins. Origins has done a perfect job with this. This is why Origins is like one of my favorite maps of all time, because Origins made it so there was a lot of side quests you could do that weren't a part of the main Easter egg quest, because that was a problem I had with Revelations. Revelations felt like there was not really many things to do, like side quest wise, that wasn't part of the Easter egg. You know, some way it was related to the Easter egg, other than the hats, which the hats were fun to do, I guess, but it just felt like everything you had to do, even the UI, even the HUD, you know, the when you heads up display, when you press back and you see the little whatever, I don't know what to call it, the UI, whatever you call it, it all had to do with the Easter egg. All those symbols, they all had something to do with the Easter egg, and I felt like they should have given us more things to do that didn't have to do with the Easter egg. For example, Origins, it has all these side things. You can get the MG08 with the little drone thing. You can, the fact that there's a bunch of buildables, first of all, that's, you know, certain side quest. You can go to you can turn on, there's multiple songs side quests. You can turn on like 3 different songs or whatever. You can get the fists, which I guess that is kind of part of the Easter egg, but you get the idea. And it just has tons of things that you can do that's just not part. Don't forget about getting all 9 of the perks. That's also a big thing by doing the dig sites and the zombie blood thing. And that's great. I think maps need to do that more and more and more. Zetsu no Shima, people don't like that map, but they have a freaking side quest where you can become a spider, okay? And it's not, has nothing to do with Easter eggs. So I think they should add more of that, while retaining still a really good Easter egg quest. Don't get me wrong, I still think Easter egg quests are important. Next up, we have challenge tombs. So these were available in Origins. They were available in the Zetsu no Shima. They were available in Grad Krovi and Revelations. I want them to bring more of these challenge tombs back. Not every map. I don't need them every single map ever, but I want more of them. So they're in-game challenges that reward you with upgraded weapons, a free perk slot, a new whatever, max ammo or whatever it may be. But it's so much fun to go for these challenges and getting rewards for it. It's just an enjoyable thing that you can do if you're not trying to play the Easter egg, you're just trying to play the map for fun. It's really enjoyable to be able to do these challenges and get free stuff out of it. And it makes the no purchase challenge a really fun freaking ass challenge to do, because you're able to purchase things, or you're able to get weapons without purchasing anything. Which, if you guys don't know what the no purchase challenge is, it's literally you're only allowed to purchase doors, traps, and or power things like generators, and it makes for a lot of fun. I've done videos on that challenge before, but these challenge tombs are an easy way. You have to rely off the free things on the map to survive, and I enjoy that. Next up, we have time challenges like Garrote Crovy and Revelations. So this is the last thing on my list, but Garrote Crovy and Revelations had the time challenges where if you make it to round 5 within like 5 minutes, you get a special melee weapon. And I want them to do this again, but it doesn't have to be a special melee weapon. It could be anything, just some sort of a time challenge that if you survive a certain amount of rounds in a certain amount of time, you are able to unlock things. And it just makes for a different way to play the map that you probably wouldn't play normally. So I hope they continue with these time challenge thingies, and overall it will make all the maps a lot more fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what features you think should be in Black Ops 4 Zombies in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.